Some Lubbock Christian University basketball action here on Double T 97.3. It begins here in San Antonio, the Alamo City, where LCU will be facing Central Oklahoma. Two teams kind of in the rankings. LCU's number one in the D2-sided national poll. They're number two in the WBCA national poll, where that WBCA national poll also is giving votes to University of Central Oklahoma, today's opponent, as LCU trying to improve on a 6-0 record, and for the first time, this being their third consecutive visit here to the St. Mary's Thanksgiving Classic, trying to go 2-0 for the first time in this tournament. They're coming off a 56-47 win over Southern Nazarene University yesterday. So LCU facing a Broncos squad that comes in 6-1 overall on the season. And then following this broadcast, eventually tonight at the Rip Griffin Center, it will be LCU men's basketball at the Rip. They are hosting Oklahoma Panhandle State, the men defeating a University of the Southwest last night, and they are trying to go 2-0 on their weekend as well. They have a 5 o'clock tip at the Rip Griffin Center. But here for a 2 o'clock tip, it will be UCO and Lubbock Christian University. We'll have Steve Gomez, the head coach of the Lady Chefs, join us after this break. We'll get his thoughts on the sluggish, if you will, contest yesterday. LCU won, but it wasn't pretty, but they did get the W. We'll explain more when we come back. This is LCU basketball on Double T 97.3. Program level's fine. I need to turn myself down. How are we doing? Okay. Welcome back to the pregame show here from San Antonio. Steve Gomez, the head coach of the Lady Shaps, now joins us as we look back at yesterday's LCU victory over Southern Nazarene University and a preview of today's tip against University of Central Oklahoma. Two teams that are receiving votes in the national polls. And Coach, you knew this stretch of games, especially Southwestern Oklahoma State, Angelo State, Southern Nazarene, University of Central Oklahoma. We were kind of conversating about it yesterday, but I really thought this may be, and even though you had nothing to do with the Angelo State game, because that's a conference scheduled game, it was a conference contest, but this string of games may be one of the toughest stretches of games I've ever seen in your schedule, specifically for the fact they're not all conference games.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. We didn't have any to start the year thinking, some years you go into a schedule and think, well, okay, we can afford to maybe even not play well and we'll still have a good chance to win that game. But that's not the case. And this is good for us. I mean, the exhibition schedule was good for us. The start of the season in Colorado, our home games were tough. Yeah, you're right. This is, we can't afford days off. We sort of, we didn't take a half off defensively, but offensively we just struggled yesterday. But again, we found a way to survive. And so against these great opponents, if we can continue just to give ourselves a chance to win in the fourth quarter, but that's really all you can ask. And hopefully then we'll come through and make the right plays.
Yeah, you need some rocking chair games, which you have not been able to have. Even if you want to say the UCCS game was your rocking chair game with a blowout victory. Prior to yesterday, you were facing your worst deficit of a season in that contest. But yesterday, team was able to overcome a 10-point deficit. Looking at these contests, specifically yesterday, I would have to think that shows a positive knack of your program. I know you're toying with fire, you probably feel like, but I'm sure it says a lot that you win a game against a very, very quality opponent, a team that was previously unbeaten. You do it at almost playing your worst, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, even going back to the end of last year, the semifinal, the final, games that we end up in maybe deficits that look, daunting at the time, but just plugging away a possession at a time. And shooting as poorly as we did yesterday in a 10-point deficit, with thinking at the time, we'd only scored 10, 12, 14 points, and it's hard to make up 10 points when you're not scoring. But the game's crazy, the shifts of momentum, the runs, the confidence swings. But I just feel like our team is mature enough to handle those. We just don't want to put ourselves in those holes if we can avoid them. I thought yesterday we could have avoided a lot of that. Some of that was self-inflicted. So, again, another tough opponent today that, we need to be steady for 40 minutes to make sure we don't dig ourselves a big hole.
Yeah, before we talk about UCO, one last thing I wanted to say about yesterday was the fact that you had 28 points through 3 quarters. You scored 28 points in the fourth quarter. A lot of that was from the free throw line. Prior to ending the game, making your last 13 free throw attempts, and that was all in the fourth quarter. Going in that fourth quarter, your team was about 50% from the free throw line. What did you think was the turning point, and how did you feel about just the patience of your team to not give up or keep battling, basically?
Yeah, it's, just look at a certain, maybe one possession, one play, turning point. It's sort of hard to find those. I know Allie got 2 big steals for us in the fourth quarter that gave us some momentum. One of them I don't think we scored on, but just those plays that create some positive energy for us on the defensive end. And then, like you say, we shoot 3 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half and 18 of 20 in the second half. So just when we got able to get to the line, and once we just got that lead, once we got ahead, I felt like once we got to 2 and then to 4, it maybe put them on their heels a little bit after, because they played really well, but then they just went cold in the second half. And for that really good team to sort of have to fight through that maybe 2-4 weeks from now, next month, they'll be able to handle that better. But we were fortunate because we've been in that situation a few times, and I think our girls just have confidence they can win.
Thought it was funny that team played bad, but everybody had a good portion of the game, if that makes sense. Everybody had a bright spot, but in a whole, everybody played bad. But you want to change that today. How different is the opponent with UCO? This is a team that took Southern Nazarene to overtime, and maybe it was double overtime, but it was their only loss that they have suffered this season. How different are the two teams?
Yeah, UCO's a little better scoring inside. Their post play is probably a little more physical and a little more productive. And they're similar, good guards that can shoot it. They drive it. They defend hard. They may not play quite the same man defense as Southern Naz. They'll play some zone and man both, but UCO will also press some. They'll pick up full court a little more than Southern Naz did. They're pretty common. There's maybe a little more inside scoring threat today that we'll face, and also maybe a little different defensive look of not quite as extreme man pressure and denial. It'll be more, maybe solid in the gaps man defense, but they'll still pressure us some. So I think it'll be a very similar game to yesterday.
Well, Coach, hopefully you say similar to yesterday. I guess I'll get prepared for a first to 50 victory. We'll see how it goes. Coach, congrats on the good start. Hopefully we head out of San Antonio with a good Thanksgiving record, something the team has not done. This is their third straight trip here. They've never gone 2-0 here at the St. Mary's Thanksgiving Classic. Coach, best of luck. We'll talk with you after the game.
Thank you very much.
Steve Gomez joining us. We'll take a break, come back. Starting lineups tip off next here on Double T 97.3.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to Maybe Gymnasium on the beautiful campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here with you for this early season showdown between top 10 teams. It's the number 3 Oklahoma City University Stars taking on the 6th ranked Olu Saints. And we'll go down to John Paul, public address announcer. As we are ready for this one. 2 top 10 teams playing each other here at Maybe Gymnasium, the 2019 Saints Halo Classic from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome everyone. Both these teams with big wins yesterday. Oklahoma City, the big win. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, so violation on the tip there, so we're going to get ready to go. It's underway here. Ankney. It's over to Hammonds. Hammonds a big game yesterday. Ankney and Lockhart. Lockhart 20 points yesterday to leave the Stars. And tried to look inside, trying to feed into Taylor. Nice defense from the Saints. And the turnover. As we're still scoreless here, quarter number 1. Oklahoma City with the all-time edge against the Saints at 5-3. 9th meeting all-time against these two. Tied for the most times the Saints have played a single non-conference opponent. With this being their 9th, Saints have played Wayland Baptist 9 times and Texas Wesleyan 9 times. Back out, Lockhart left open 3-pointer and will be off the mark, and Regina Chatry with the rebound. That's Regina Chatry sees our career high 8 rebounds yesterday in the victory against Oklahoma Panhandle State, and that'll be a whistle and a foul. So Sylvester, who found herself in foul trouble yesterday, picks up a foul here early in the first minute of this first quarter. So Desiree White now at the line, the sophomore from Houston. We will get the first point of the game. Saints with a 1-0 lead now. Casey Saldana ran off for a moment. Back in now. Desiree White. Will hit both of them. 2-0 Saints lead here. As Ankney throws back over to Taylor. Back over to Ankney down the front court. Come in there, be a whistle, a foul. I believe it's going to be on Lena Wilson. And she will pick up the foul as it got kind of a bit of a traffic jam there with her and Casey Saldana. Giovanna Barber and everyone. Ankney back around over to Lockhart. Lockhart back over to Ankney. Looking at the Sylvester free throw line. Lockhart again in the corner, puts up a three. Got it. So Oklahoma City takes the lead as Saldana along the baseline comes back out with it. Barber, and there goes Chatry, will be off on that one. Too hard off the iron. Now back the other way. Ankney. It's around over to Lockhart. And a three for Lockhart again. Off the iron, no good. 6 threes yesterday for Lockhart. Desiree White goes past Lockhart, puts it up and in. That will give the Saints the lead. Right back up by 1 now. Under 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Hammonds. Looks up top, Sylvester. Sylvester, 17-footer, no good. Rebound picked up by Desiree White. Back the other way we go. And up and in to Lena Wilson, who picked up her 1,000th career point yesterday. Puts the bucket in there for the Saints, who now have a 3-point advantage. Taylor over to Hammonds. Sylvester baseline, back up. Taylor puts up the high post jumper, no good. Hammonds offensive board goes up, whistle and a foul. And the foul is going to be on Lena Wilson, and that's going to pick up her second foul early on. And so that will bring Jamea Miller into the game. And Hammond's first free throw is good. Second shot coming up here. And hits both of them. Oklahoma City back to within 1 here. As Barber, 14 points yesterday for the junior. And now Jamea Miller tries to answer with a three. Off the mark, inside, trying to get over to Chatry through the hands. And now back the other way. Taylor, look ahead over to Hammonds. Oklahoma City looking to try to get the lead back. Up top, around over to Lockhart, down the wing on the far side. White out on her, looks for the screen from Taylor. Picked up by Miller, back around over to Taylor. Taylor with a little body there against White, puts up a shot and rattles it home. Barber goes down as Hammonds back the other way. Now Barber around over to Saldana. Casey has the ball knocked away, keeps possession of it. Looking around against Hammonds, whistle, foul. Hammond reaching in there. And that'll be her first personal. And team second now for Oklahoma City. Both teams now with 2 team fouls as we near 6.5 minutes to go here first quarter. Chatry with the inbound. Sends it up high over to Miller. Miller gets up there, puts up another three, and that one's going to be off the mark. Jamea Miller off there. Miller 3 threes yesterday. And again, Saints with the pressure backward. Ankney will catch a shot to the face there from Barber, and that'll be a foul. That'll be her first, team's third now. As Taylor to inbound. As Ankney around the screen from Taylor. Looking somewhere to give over to Lockhart. Back around Hammonds. Taylor, a move inside against Chatry, puts up the shot, rolls around, can't get it to go. Hammond with the offensive rebound, and a whistle and a foul, count the basket. And the foul is going to be on Desiree White. That'll be her first, team's fourth. So a chance for a three-point play is up and good. 4-point lead now for Oklahoma City as they've scored 7 in a row now to take this lead. As Barber, runner, off the back iron, no good. Rebound tipped out. And the height of Oklahoma City taking advantage of it here. Now back the other way goes Taylor. And Taylor's going to be whistled and a foul. And Barber's going to pick up her second. And that is going to bring Sam and BK in here in just a moment for the Saints. So Taylor, Payton Taylor at the line to shoot here. It's Taylor with 2 points already. As Chatry's going to come out, Sam and BK is going to come in. And also coming in will be Sanchez for the Saints. Angeline Sanchez, a freshman from Cibolo, Texas. First free throw good. Second one up. And got them both. 4 points now for Taylor. Lead is at 6. As 9 in a row now by the Stars. Jamia Miller looks around MBK. Saldana along the baseline. Goes along the baseline. Kicks back out. Saved there. Back over to Miller. 15 on the shot clock. Miller in the leg. Goes hard at Sylvester. Puts it up and in. Jamia Miller with the 2. Saints break the 9-0 run from Oklahoma City. Agnew over to Hammonds. Hammonds thought she had a lane to the basket, quickly closed there by White. Inside goes up Taylor. Taylor's shot had to change it because of MBK. MBK averaging a block a game. Looks inside, so Danya finds an opening. In and out, no good. Halfway down when it decided to come back out. Lead is 4 for Oklahoma City. We near the halfway point of this first quarter. Lockhart comes around, gets back over to Agnew. Agnew comes around, finds space towards the basket, whistle and a foul. Sam and BK out of position there, went back and will pick up the foul. 5-team fouls, so now in the bonus for the remainder of this first quarter is Oklahoma City. That'll be her first personal foul. So Erica Agnew at the line here to shoot. First shot's good. 5-point lead here. Second shot coming up now. Got them both. 6-point lead now. And Sanchez into the front court. Sanchez a lot of playing time yesterday. Ball tipped, but goes right over to Jamia Miller. Miller back over to Sanchez. Sanchez finds Saldana. Saldana on the baseline. Kicks back out, and BK. Long jumper, got it. Sam and BK. And the deficit is 4 now for the Saints. Up ahead, looking, gets around over to Ang. And no good, and BK with the rebound. Other way now, Sanchez into the front court. Goes towards the basket, kicks out Saldana, wing, three-pointer. Got it, Casey Saldana. Saints back to within 1. Hammonds going towards the basket, goes up, shot blocked by MBK. That goes off of Hammonds. Saints basketball. Substitution coming in as Sylvester will come out. Selzer is going to come in. Abby Selzer, the senior, or the sophomore center, 6'2", out of Thomas, Oklahoma, who had a big impact yesterday after Sylvester got into foul trouble against Keiser University, as they were able to use her size inside. MBK, jumper off the mark, took the shot quick there, and now back the other way is Thomas with the rebound. Trapped in the backcourt, now gets up ahead over to Ankney. Now over to Hammonds. Hammonds all the way across. Lockhart had it for a moment. Steps up, puts up a 3, in and out, no good. MBK tried to get it, but the Selzer there for it. Hammonds with the offensive rebound, knocked over to her by Selzer. Looks inside, Selzer off the glass and good. Just over the reach of Sam and BK. The lead is 3 now for Oklahoma City. Nearing 3 minutes ago, first quarter. Inside, and BK puts it up and in. Back to within 1. Taylor in the backcourt. Hankney around over to Hammonds. Hammonds with some space, puts up a three. Lou Long, and the rebound picked up by Sanchez. Sanchez ahead now for the Saints. Looks inside and BK against Seltzer. Tries to put up the shot. It's going to be fouled by Abby Seltzer. She'll pick up her first personal, and that's going to be team foul number 3 now on the Stars. So Sam and BK at the line to shoot here. Sam and BK, the junior, 6'1", from Richmond, Texas. Transfer from San Diego Mesa. First shot is good. And we're tied at 16. Saints looking to take their first lead since 6-5. Second shot. Got them both. Saints take the lead back by 1 here. Under 3 minutes to go here first quarter. Lockhart on the wing. Gets back around over to Smith. Tamika Smith, big game. Career high 3 block shots yesterday against Keiser. 3-pointer off the mark. She had 3 career blocks before yesterday. White stops, jumper, got it. Desiree White sends the Saints lead to 3. Taylor in the front court. Gets off to the corner. Looks inside from 9 over to Seltzer. Seltzer puts up the shot, got it, and the foul on Jamea Miller. So Miller will pick up the foul. The Saints stay in the Oklahoma City already in the bonus, and Jamea Miller picks up her first personal. And Seltzer at the line. And she has 4 points now. I'll make it 5. 19 all, we're tied here. So we near 2 minutes to play first quarter. Sanchez off the screen there or almost the screen there. Mbike with it. Cross Saldana. Saldana steps up. And a jumper too hard off the side there. Rebound, Smith saves it back over to Taylor. Taylor trapped to the back, gets right over to Smith. Smith hurries up into the front court over to Lockhart. All by herself, 3 in the corner. No good. Offensive rebound, long rebound out over to Smith. Taylor back around Smith inside.
Our audio feed also being carried on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network, so we appreciate those watching us online here from San Antonio. Left side of the floor, Chancellor trying to feed it in, and the turnaround jumper is good by Pulley. And Pulley gets her first field goal of the game. LCU's lead at 7. Schulte on the baseline, kicks it out to Chitsey. Thought about the 3 and has her pocket picked on the drive. Ball sent up the floor and it will go out of bounds. Miscommunication there by Haynes on the feed up the floor on the lead pass, kind of a through pass like soccer. It was unsuccessful and LCU has the basketball. Schulte getting a high screen set by Channing Cunhas. Steve Gomez, head coach of the Lady Chefs, saying Channing Cunhas was the best player on the floor yesterday. And Cunhas throws it away as that ball will go out of bounds. UCO will make a late substitution as J.C. Littell heading to check in. In the paint, right hand drive, the block is by Chitsey. As Pulley has her shot blocked, I believe Coach Hardiker was wanting a foul on that call. Underneath, Schulte airs it, misses everything underneath on the runner from the right baseline. Haynes at the other direction, a high arcing 3 will not go, offensive rebound. Right side of the floor. Here's a drive by Littell, and the runner won't go. She's going to the line to shoot two. They've not had many free throws in this game. Matter of fact, both teams have combined for one. So Littell to the line. She's a 75% free throw shooter. Littell averaging 11 points a game, one of three players averaging double figures for the Broncos. Her first is up and good. The second, no good. But she'll get another attempt. They're saying Caitlin Kanyas with a lane violation. And she wasn't in the paint, so that's one you rarely see. And Littell takes advantage of that free throw. It's a 5-point game. And they're saying it was tied up on the collision at the timeline. And it will be LCU basketball as they have the arrow. Ball inbounded to Kanyas. Kanyas throws it away. And it's brought up the floor by Rayner. Rayner, pass right side, pull-up jumper is no good. Kanyas gets the rebound. Her fifth rebound. It's up the floor to Duncan. To Channing Kanyas. To Duncan. Middleton wants it. She's got it down low on the right block. Almost throws it away on the kick out, but Schulte has it. Fed back inside to Middleton. Middleton baseball pass up top to Kanyas. 9 on the shot clock. Schulte has it. Step side three is up and good. Fake to the right, went left, shook off the defender, and Schulte hits the three. She's got 5 points. Lead at 8 for LCU. Pull-up shot is no good. Middleton gets the rebound. Schulte up the far side of the floor. Bounce pass, Duncan. Out to Kanyas, back to Duncan. The three rattles in and out. Duncan had an opportunity to reverse layup. I don't think she realized she was alone underneath on that backdoor play. Ball kicked out to the right side. Shot to the free throw line. The shot from there, no good. Kanyas gets away with a push as Channing Kanyas with an aggressive push on Johnson. Caitlin Kanyas now with the basketball. 4 minutes ago in the second quarter of play. Caitlin for three. No good. Off the front of the rim. 23-15, LCU leading by 8. The Broncos across the timeline with the basketball, dribbled by Rayner. Lob to the right elbow, kick out left side to Haynes. Haynes' three is good. Michaela Haynes, her first three-pointer of the game. She's their leading scorer, averaging 13.9 points a game, and it's back to a 5-point game. Middleton underneath, reverse layup, can't get it to go, but draws the foul, and Middleton will go to the line. This will be LCU's first trip to the free throw line. LCU was at 53% through the first 3 quarters yesterday, then ended the game making their last 13 attempts to finish the game at 75%. More on their free throw numbers as they'll be at the line when we come back. 3:25 to go in the second quarter. It's LCU up by 5, 23-18 here on Double T 97.3. 23-18 is the count right now with 3:25 to go in the second quarter. LC with a 5-point advantage. Emma Middleton at the line trying to improve that. Emma Middleton, her first trip to the line. 66.7% free throw shooter. Only 3 attempts on the season. She rattles the first in. She was 2 for 3 on the year prior to that attempt. And she'll have 1 more upcoming. As she makes them both, she'll sub out. Juliana Robertson will check in. LCU leading by 7 with 3:25 to go in the second quarter of play. Lobbed up top, kicked out right side, fed into the right block. The fadeaway shot is good by Kelsey Johnson. Johnson has 6 points. She leads all scorers. Schulte. Running point for LCU. Gives it Juliana Robertson to the right side to Maddie Turner. Turner sealed off the right baseline. Needs help. We'll send it up top to Schulte. 8 on the shot clock. Schulte kicks it out. Burr gets it off in time. It's no good. Rebound up top is going to be squeezed for a whistle by 3 players, and that will result in a possession arrow for Central Oklahoma. Central Oklahoma can make it a 1-possession game here. Right baseline. Baseball pass out, 3 on the way, and that is good. Buried by Brooke Rayner. And the sophomore has cut it to a 2-point game. LCU led as much as 9 in this quarter. Right side. Turner behind the back pass to Conyers. The 3-point shot won't go. Rayner on the far side. Field goal at least ties it up. 3-point shot on the way. That's no good. Rebound taken by Channing Conyers. Conyers into the front court. Cross-court pass to the right side to Turner. Turner, undefended, turns it over as she tried to feed it into the paint to Robertson. It was stolen by Haynes. LCU's 0 for their last 4. They don't have a field goal in the last 3:17. Pass in the paint, turnaround jumper has tied this up by Pulley. We're tied 25-25 as it's a 7-0 run for the Broncos. Burr called for steps, getting tied up by the defense, and Steve Gomez is adamant that the defense, he feels the defense caused the steps. .105 left, we're tied up. UCO can take their first lead of the game. UCO's made 4 of their last 5 shot attempts, a 7-0 run spanning the last 2:15. And a backdoor play. The shot is up, and it is good by Johnson, who's got 8 points. UCO has their first lead of the game. Underneath, Burr lays it up and in, and she draws the foul. Burr is going to the line as Lainey Burr at 5'9" drove in against several tall players, including going up against Johnson, the 6'3" junior. And she'll try to convert the 3-point play. She does not. That's second time and here in San Antonio that she's missed the free throw on a 3-point play attempt. We're tied 27 apiece. 25 seconds to go. 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and the 3-pointer is good by Haynes again out of the left wing corner. UCO leads by 3 with 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Cunus with a three, trying to match it. No good. Still 3 seconds to go. They'll try to get a half-court shot up, and it's no good off the glass. But LCU finds themselves trailing at the half for a second consecutive game, as it's UCO 30, LCU 27. LCU was outscored 21-11 in that second quarter. Vic Self joins us, and Coach, outscored 21-11 by 10 points in that second quarter. What changed?
Well, they got a couple threes. We missed some assignments defensively. In 34, Michaela Haynes, she hit a couple threes. That helped them. And then, you know, Maddie got in foul trouble, so we were a little small in there, and they took advantage of that. Kelsey Johnson get some shots at the free throw line. We were a little short on size, and they executed well. But, you know, we just got to weather the storm. Good thing is, you know, we've got another half, and hopefully Maddie will be able to play, you know, longer minutes, and that'll help us defensively and offensively.
Does the tight games, I mean, you trail, you're 6-0, but including today, there's not been a game you have not trailed in. You overcome a 10-point deficit yesterday. Is there calmness when you're in this position, which is maybe a good thing, but you don't want it to be the norm?
Exactly. Well, we don't want it to be the norm, but we are, you know, we feel good about our kids because the way they've handled things in the past. They've had the experience. They know they don't have to panic. You know, we don't have to make it back, you know, all of a sudden, just little by little, each possession by possession, you know, doing away with that lead and get the lead and keep it.
Coach, best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
That's Vic Self, assistant coach with the Lady Shaps, who trail. UCO getting a dominant second quarter of play there, outscoring LCU 21-11. They have a 30-27 lead at the break. We'll take a break, come back with the halftime, brought to you by Foundation Health and Wellness here in San Antonio, as this is LCU basketball on Double T 97.3.
Taylor Sylvester, 6'5" senior from Chickasha, Oklahoma. Still getting the moisture off the floor. Players' safety is the most important thing here. So you're 2:59 to go until halftime. Sylvester off the back iron on the first free throw. No good. Second shot coming up here. And it's 1 of 2. 10-point Saints lead. Sanchez, left side, looks off the screen there from MBK. Now finds Miller. Miller, back MBK. MBK tipped around, back over to Sanchez. Has to re-corral that dribble right over to Saldana. Miller, 8 on the shot clock, goes up strong, can't get it to go. The rebound picked up by Taylor. Jamia Miller, still some time on the shot clock, 8 seconds, but kind of rushed it there. Taylor puts up the shot, bank shot off the glass. Seltzer grabs the rebound, puts it right back up and in. 9 points now for Seltzer. And the lead is 8 for the Saints. And BK passed out over to Miller. Looks back again, and BK whistle and a turnover and a travel. So the Saints playing a little sloppy. Oklahoma City getting back into this one. Trailing by 8. Nearing 2 minutes to go until halftime. Agney around, gets around over to Sylvester. Sylvester back out over to Lockhart. Into the corner there, Taylor finds Seltzer. Seltzer puts up the shot and good. 11 points for Seltzer, and Oklahoma City back to within 6 now. Inside Miller. Miller underneath, and BK puts it up and in. 16 first half points for Sam and BK. And the lead is 8. Sylvester over to Agney. Sylvester back out Lockhart. Lockhart hits a 3. She was not one of
Let's take a look at the halftime statistics here from Oklahoma, or not Oklahoma City, but San Antonio, as the team from Oklahoma, Central Oklahoma, with a 30-27 lead at the half. And looking at the team statistics, UCO shooting 33.3% from the field in the game. They shot 8 of 18 in that second quarter, going 44.4% from the field. They're 4 of 10 from three-point range at 40% above their team average. And from the free throw line, they are 2 of 3, 66.7%. As for the Lady Chaps, they went from shooting 53.8% in that first quarter to shooting 30.8% in the second quarter. It has them shooting 11 of 26, 42.3% in the first half of play. They were 3 of 13, 23.1% shooting from long range, which means they're 8 of 13 inside the arc in the game. They were just 2 of 3 from the free throw line, as both teams combining for just 6 free throws in that first half of play. The rebounding, led by LCU, put an asterisk next to it though. They have a 22-19 advantage in rebounding. Although Central Oklahoma has 6 offensive rebounds, it's led the UCO having a 7-4 advantage in second chance scoring. That's a 3-point difference. We got a 3-point game, so that has played a factor. So have the turnovers, and probably more so, as LCU 11 turnovers compared to 4 by Central Oklahoma, and it's led to an 8-0 scoring advantage in the half and points off turnovers for UCO. So that's a look at the team marks of the statistics of the first half, brought to you by Foundation Health and Wellness. We'll take a break. We'll continue with the Foundation Health Wellness statistical halftime report with individual numbers. We'll do it next. LCU trails 30-27 at the half to Central Oklahoma on Double T 97.3. Let's quickly take a look at the individual statistics for Central Oklahoma. Their 19 rebounds, 5 are by J.C. Littell and 5 by Kelsey Johnson. For LCU, their 22 rebounds, 6 are by Juliana Robertson. When it comes to points, Central Oklahoma point leader is Kelsey Johnson. She has 8 points off 4 of 9 shooting from the field. LCU's Lainey Burr leads the team. She's 3 of 5 from the field and has 6 points. The assist leader for LCU, Allie Schulte, she has 2. That assist leader brought to you by Ben Jacoby over at Gene Messer Volkswagen. He's there to assist you with your car shopping needs. That wraps up our Foundation Health Wellness statistical report here at the half as LCU trails 30-27 against University of Central. We'll have the New Mexico Texas coaches out of town scoreboard next here on Double T 97.3. Quickly, some scores around the Lone Star Conference and the New Mexico Texas coaches out of town scoreboard is here in San Antonio. LCU trails at the half 30-27 to Central Oklahoma. West Texas A&M's women leading Colorado State Pueblo 23-5 as they're closing out the first half there. And a final in Canyon. Eastern New Mexico defeated Adams State 64-41. That's the only scores we have to report on the New Mexico Texas coaches bus lines out of town scoreboard. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll have the second half for you here from San Antonio. LCU trails by 3, and they'll have the basketball to start the second half on Double T 97.3. We'll go back in the opening minute of the second half, which is underway. LCU unsuccessful on 2 trips. They're going to get a 3rd trip as they get a steal. Duncan on the right side drives in, and the layup is good. Ashton Duncan opened the game scoring for LCU. She opens up the second half scoring, and with that bucket leads the team with 7 points. LCU trailing by 1 as UCO opening the second half with a 3-point lead. Ball kicked up top. Haynes driving, hands it off. It's kicked out left side. Shot forced up, no good. Cunus gets the rebound. As Caitlin Cunus with her 6th rebound of the game, her and Juliana Robertson co-leading the Lady Shaps. And a little bounce feed from the right elbow down to the baseline as cutting in was Schulte. She's able to take the feed from Robertson and lay it up and in. Schulte has regained the lead for LCU. She has 7 points. Her and Ashton Duncan co-leading the team in scoring. Ball lost out of bounds, and it was dribbled off the foot of Kelsey Johnson on the baseline underneath the basket. Cunus will be escorted up the floor by Michaela Haynes. Haynes makes a swipe at the ball, doesn't get it. Cunus over the Schulte. Schulte, reverse layup attempt. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Schulte to the free throw line, where yesterday, again, she was 8 of 8 from the line. Like the 6th player to do that since something like the 13-14 season when Nicole Hampton went 14 of 14. But the 6th player was Schulte to go 8 of 8 in a single game. Nobody has done better and successful makes, being perfect in a game, since Hampton's 14 of 14. Well, Schulte's not going to get the opportunity to have a streak like that here this afternoon. She misses the 2nd free throw. It's a 2-point LCU lead. Pull-up shot from the free throw line is no good, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Littell, and that will be LCU basketball. Cunus bringing it up with the 2-point advantage. Haynes swiping at it, not getting anything, not getting a foul as well. And a reach in is finally called on Haynes. That time she reached in on Robertson. That's her first. Cunus will inbound on the far sideline. Gives it in to Juliana Robertson. Robertson kicked out from the paint. Chitsey driving. Chitsey goes up, can't get it to go, but she will draw the foul, and Maddie Chitsey to the free throw line. Chitsey, the team leader in scoring, averaging 15.7 points a contest, has been held to just 2 points in this game. But she goes to the line where she's an 82.8% free throw shooter, 5 misses on 29 attempts. And the first attempt here is good. She has one more upcoming. And it is good. Chitsey makes them both. LCU with a 4-point lead, their largest second half lead. Their largest lead in the game was 9 in the second quarter. Open players on the perimeter. A 3-point shot is up. It's flat. It's good, though. Pulley with the 3-pointer. She has 7 points for the Broncos. Broncos over 40% shooting from long range. They're 45.5%. They're 5 of 11, and a travel called on Juliana Robertson. And the turnover gives UCO the basketball. LCU's lead at 1 at 34-33, 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Bryson with it up top. We got 2 guards up top, 2 split out on the wings, and 1 inside player. They put it on the right side to Haynes. Haynes driving, kicks it out. Pull-up shot at the left baseline is good. Another bucket. Pulley has 5 straight, and that has regained the lead for UCO. They lead by 1. Schulte up the floor. Gets over the right side to Duncan. Duncan on the right baseline. Back up top, Chitsey will put up the three-point shot. It is good off the front of the diving board and in for the three-pointer. Chitsey's three has her with 7 points, and LCU has regained the lead at 37-35. 5:45 to go. Inside pass. Passed over the free throw line. The shot won't fall as Pulley was looking for a third straight field goal. Robertson for LCU into the paint, and she does not get away with steps. I don't think Steve Gomez saw that she lifted her pivot foot. Bryson up the floor, will lob it right corner. Littell back to Bryson. Bryson had an opening, she'll take it, kicks it out right side. A collision up top, but they're going to say offensive. Offensive foul on Littell. And that will give LCU the basketball as Cunus had jumped the dribble route of Littell, who was trying to take it to her left out of the right wing corner. Chitsey couldn't go back door to Schulte. She gets to the right side. Cunus back to Chitsey to Duncan, left side. Schulte for three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound put back is good by Maddie Chitsey. Chitsey has 7 points here in the third quarter, has 9 in the game. And LCU leads by 4. UCO unable to cut it in half with Johnson's attempt. Duncan trying to streak in. Left baseline, puts it up top. Cunus, right corner. Three on the way. Schulte, no good. As Schulte really struggling of late in three-point shooting. Led the nation last year in three-point shooting percentage. And the toss is good from the free throw line by Pulley. She's with 11. It's a 2-point game. Cunus into the front court. Cunus driving, and she's tied up. She'll draw the foul on Haynes. Cunus will go to the free throw line. And we'll have these free throw attempts on the other side of this break. Media timeout with 4:04 to go in the third quarter. It's LCU 39, UCO 37 here from San Antonio at the St. Mary's Thanksgiving Classic on Double T 97.3. Well, each team with 7 field goal attempts in the third quarter of play. LCU's made 4 of those. Central Oklahoma's made 3 of their 7. It's 39-37 LCU. We have a coach's warning on Hardiker as Cunus at the free throw line trying to extend a 2-point lead. And she makes the first free throw. Hardiker is... and he is being pointed at by the official. And Cunus making both free throws. Cunus with 5 points. Hardiker, a rarity, the head coach of UCO in his 14th season. played baseball at UCO and was drafted by the Phillies, played organized minor league professional baseball. Here's a three-point shot. That one is buried by Bryson as they continue to hit their outside shots. It's a one-point game. LCU leading by 1. Hardiker, a longtime high school basketball coach before he went to UCO in the Edmond School District. And the ball knocked out of bounds off the miss, off of Middleton. And both of these head coaches playing for their alma mater. Both have coached the high school ranks before returning to their alma mater in the head coaching role. Underhand toss inside out. Bryson picks up her dribble, passes it to her left to Pulley. Pulley, the runner, is no good. Offensive rebound, blocked by Middleton, kicked out. It's loose. UCO has it. The shot never touched the rim. Now they're gonna talk this over with 15 on the shot clock. They may go to the monitor and see. The shot never touched the rim. And the officials are going to have a conversation. It was reset to 20, but the ball never touched the rim. And they're not sure what the clock should be at. We have 2:51 remaining on the game clock, 15 seconds on the shot clock currently showing here in this third quarter on a valuable possession for UCO, trailing LCU by 1. We've had 4 lead changes in this game. They are going to go to the monitor to see what the shot clock should be at. It was reset to 20. Whatever it was at before the reset, and then take 5 seconds off, basically. But I think all 3 officials agree it never touched the rim. And I'm not sure the folks that are listening to us, joining us on the LSC Digital Network, are able to see what the officials are seeing. And I don't think they are. I think they are getting a different view. So those watching online will have to be patient, just as we are, awaiting to find out the outcome. But here in this third quarter of play, LCU has outscored UCO 14-10. UCO 4 of 10 from the field, LCU 4 of 8 from the field. But the difference is three-point shooting. They're 2 of 2. They're 6 of 12, shooting 50% from long range in this game. LCU's 4 of 17 in the contest, 1 of 4 in this third quarter. Fairly lengthy delay to try to find out the clock status. Now, if they're not looking at the clock, they very well could be looking to see if the ball touched the rim. But with the limited cameras for this neutral site game, they're not getting a baseline camera or anything like that. They're getting the basic midcourt high cam. So the officials still talking things over at the monitor. Overall in this game, LCU at 44.1% from the field shooting. Central Oklahoma, 34.8%. Looks like they have found another angle, camera angle they're looking at, though. It looks like the officials are coming to a conclusion here. They're going to bring in both coaches. Coach Hardiker was motioned to come to the scores table. He refused, though. I don't think Steve Gomez likes what he's hearing because they're not taking anything off the clock. They're going to resume as is. All that for nothing. Bryson up top. Wanted to take the three, did not. 5 on the shot clock. It's back up top. A long three, and that one is no good. The rebound comes to Burr. Burr will give it to Schulte. LCU with the basketball on a 1-point lead. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Duncan feeds it to the point, worked left side. Schulte trying to drive, forces it up, and it goes. Schulte muscles that one in and is in the double figures with 10 points. LCU leads by 3. Far side of the floor. Move to the point, to the left elbow. Bryson throws it to her right. Now it's back to the left corner. Baseline shot. The runner is good with the right hand of Lauren Chancellor. Her first points. Chancellor, the 5'9" junior from Claremore, Oklahoma. Former Zebra with her first points. Right side, out of the right corner. Cunhas for 3. That's no good. Laney Burr has the rebound. Sends up top to Duncan. Cunhas drives, collision, offensive foul. So a foul called on Cunhas on the charge will give UCO the basketball with 83 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Bryson on the dribble. Starts the possession with a pass to the right. Now it's worked to the left side on the perimeter. The left corner. Pooley sends it to Bryson. Still on the left side. A 3 is going to be put up by Chancellor, and she buries it. Chancellor had not had a point and then scores 5 straight, and it's a 2-point lead for the Broncos. Burr to Chitsey. Chitsey puts on the floor, gets it out to Burr. Burr to Chitsey. To Cunhas. To Schulte. On the shot clock. Schulte drives. Shot is up and good off the glass. Schulte with 12 has tied it up. 45-45 with 25 seconds left in the quarter. Bryson, the high zone dribble. As the clock down to 8 seconds. And in the right corner, baseline jumper blocked by Middleton, and they don't get it off in time. That's going to do it for the quarter. UCL is going to have the basketball to start the fourth quarter as the end of 3. We are tied 45-45. LCU outscoring UCO 18-15 in that third quarter. We'll have a fourth quarter of the game tied coming up after the break here from San Antonio on Double T 97.3. Well, once again, LCU playing with fire. And we'll see how this fourth quarter shapes up. As we are tied 45-45, and we start the fourth quarter, UCO with the basketball. UCO up top, Rayner. Pass to the point to Yanusa to the right side. Yanusa with it back. Ball put on the floor, kicked out. 8 on the shot clock. Down the floor, cross-court pass, far side, Chancellor. Three-point shot is blocked. Chipsy has the rebound. Cunhas has it. Up to Channing Cunhas from Caitlin Cunhas. Burr finds an opening, dumps it off to Chitsey, off the glass and in for Chitsey. Chitsey in the double figures. She's with 11. Schulte has 12. Chitsey with 11. And LCU leads by 2, the opening lead of this quarter. Remember, UCO has been hot shooting outside. They're 3 of 5 from three-point range in this half. And a foul is going to be called on Chitsey. They're going to say the reach over the back. It'll be the second foul, third foul on Chitsey. And at the free throw lines, Casey Richardson trying to tie this contest up. Richardson is 8 of 11 this season from the free throw line at 72.7%. She makes the first. She has 3 points in this game. She averages 6.9 a contest. And the second is good. We're knotted up. 47 apiece. Schulte will bring it up the floor for LCU. Gives it to Caitlin Cunhas. Oh, Schulte was wide open on a back door. Cunhas didn't see her. Burr has it right side, sealed on the baseline. Force it up to Schulte. Inside to Chitsey. And they listened to the bench as 3 seconds was called. That was being screamed out of the UCO bench, and the official calls it on Chitsey. Tied 47-47, another turnover for LCU. The right-hand runner blocked by Chitsey, and the shot goes to Channing Cunhas. Up the floor to Schulte. Schulte driving. Ran into trouble, but they get it back up top, reset things. Channing Cunhas with the basketball. Gives it to Schulte to her right. Schulte. The layup is good with the left hand. Schulte sneaks in the left hand. She's got 14. 9 in the second half for Allie Schulte. Back to a 2-point LCU advantage. Left side of the floor. Chancellor with it. Starts the dribble. Picks up her dribble. Now will heave it up to Rayner. It's worked right side. Yanusa thought about a 3, but instead feeds it to Pulley. Pulley on the right side of the floor. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass, far side. Chancellor has to get off the shot, and that's going to be a shot clock violation, and it will be LCU basketball. So LCU gets the stop with a 2-point lead. Can they make this a 2-possession game? Something we have only seen once in this second half for either team. Schulte, right side. Fadeaway shot will not go. Chitsey with the offensive rebound, kicked out for a 3. That's in and out. That won't go. And the rebound taken up the floor for UCO. They have the numbers, but they don't opt to get it inside. As wide open was Rayner. Rayner now with the basketball. Will put up the 3-point shot. It's no good. And the ball out of bounds. It will be LCU basketball. Juliana Robertson will inbound the ball to Lainey Burr. 2-point LCU lead, 6:50 to go here in regulation. Steve Gomez said it's going to be a low-scoring game. He's nailed it. Cunya's right side gets into the paint, kicks it out. Left corner to Schulte. Schulte into the paint, kicks it out. Chitsey for three. That one's no good. And a foul on Juliana Robertson will be her first. That's the second foul on LCU in this quarter. Something to think about when this game gets down the line and you get to that double bonus situation essentially with 5 fouls. Rayner's going to run point for UCO. Trades passes with Pulley, now puts it left side. Inside to Johnson. Johnson out, 3 on the way. In and out, it will not go. Loose ball on the floor. It's taken by UCO. They sit it up top, worked right side. Lofted it and lost as it goes off the foot of Kelsey Johnson. LCU gets it back, leading by 2. Schulte into the front court with the basketball. Gives it to Chitsey. Their left elbow, Chitsey trying to work her way in. And she throws it away. It's picked up by Rayner. Up the floor, she'll lay it up and in. Rayner has tied it up. LCU quickly up the floor. Duncan is fouled by Rayner. LCU will inbound underneath the basket. First foul of the quarter on UCO. Cunya's will inbound it out to the right side. Chitsey doesn't take the 3 pull-up jumper. Instead, she hits it. Maddie Chitsey with 13 points. And it's back, advantage LCU. Right side, right baseline. Forced up to Rayner. Rayner trying to get around Chitsey, circles back, sends it up top. 3-point shot on the way, and that one is, they're going to say a 2-point shot by Littell has tied this game up 51-51. Halfway point of the fourth quarter, we're still tied. Up top, ball left side, Schulte. To the point, Ashton Duncan for 3, it's short. And the rebound taken by UCO. They can take the advantage here. Haynes lobs it. It's inside. And they're going to call a foul on Chitsey. That's her 4th. And that's going to put Donica at the line. And will send us to a break. 4:34 left, tied 51-51 here on Double T 97.3.
Sold exclusively at Anderson Brothers Jewelers, 82nd and Quaker
Caitlin Cunya's drawing the foul, gets the spin off the glass, gets it to go, and Cunya's trying to add to her 10 points, gets the and one. So Cunya's 6 straight points for LCU, and it's a 5-point lead, their largest lead of the second half, and it comes with 3:20 to go. Ball fed inside. Johnson, shot is good. Nice inside move by Kelsey Johnson. She's in double figures. Second Bronco into double figures. Cunya's heavily pressured. It's knocked free, but it's a foul on Haynes. She ties up Juliana Robertson. That's her third foul, third team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls. We have 3:01 left here in regulation. 57-54 LCU 3-point lead. They're trying to fix the shot clock to 30. Because of the foul. There's 3:01 left. So a lengthy conversation. Scores table, I believe we're ready to resume. Cunya's will inbound it. Cunya's into Chitsey. Chitsey starts a dribble. Gives it to Duncan. LCU up by 3. And a travel is called on Juliana Robertson. That's the 18th turnover by the Lady Shaps. UCO trailing by 3. Right side of the floor. Up top. 3-pointer on the way, and that one is no good. Offensive rebound. Haynes will dribble over the left side. Cross-court pass. Now to the point. With it is Bryson. Shot clock at 10. Shot put up. It's off the glass and in. It's a 1-point game. Donica banks it in. 2:13 to go. LCU up 57-56. Schulte across the timeline. And we're going to have a foul on Bryson. Ran through the screen put up by Robertson. It's foul number 4. LCU will inbound underneath the basket. 2:02 on the game clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Schulte gets it in to Chitsey. Chitsey out to Duncan for 3. That one's no good, airballed. And UCO on a 4-0 scoring run can build it here and regain the lead with a field goal. And can quickly erase LCU's largest lead of the second half. Toss up, 3 on the way. That one's short. Cunya's couldn't get the rebound. Another offensive rebound for UCO. That's 12 offensive rebounds in this game. Ball down low. Kicked out. Left side, 8 on the shot clock. Bryson back with the basketball. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound. It's a foul on Juliana Robertson with 1:19. Each team with 4 team fouls. And it's offensive rebound number 13. A timeout has been called. We'll take it with them. This will be a 90-second timeout. 1:19 remains. LCU leading 57-56 on Double T 97.3.
Responsibly. Imported by Cerveza Dominicana, White Plains, New York. Copyright 2019. Dos Equis Beer Brands. Go to dosequis.com.
Welcome back. 1:13 to go in this contest. UCO with the basketball, 12 on the shot clock. LCU leads 57-56. Cross-court pass knocked out of bounds. It's off of Haynes. And LCU will have the possession up by 1 with 1:05 left. Cunus has the ball in the backcourt. Haynes almost picked her pocket moments ago. But Cunus across the timeline. Next foul leads to free throws. Juliana Robertson to Cunus inside the Chitsey. Chitsey goes up, can't get the shot to go, but she draws the foul. Chitsey to the line with 2 huge free throws with 44.4 seconds to go. The foul was whistled on Kelsey Johnson, her 3rd foul. Chitsey to the free throw line. Rattles in the first free throw. She co-leads Ali Schulte with 14 points. Chitsey's second is no good. Robertson had the rebound, lost it, and there's going to be a foul on the rebound, and we're going to have free throws at the other end with a chance to tie this game with 40.6 seconds. So Robertson committing the foul. So Chitsey misses the second free throw on that trip. So at the line is Shatoya Bryson, who has not been to the line in this game. First free throw is no good. She was 7 of 8 this season from the line before that attempt. One more upcoming. And the second is good for Bryson. And Steve Gomez has called a timeout. It's going to be a full, and they will have the inbounds right in front of their bench with that new rule. Not new anymore, but 2015-16 was the first year they added it. It was the same year that they went with quarters instead of halves. And that entire first year they had the rule, LCU never used it. But it's going to be put to use here in this one with LCU leading 58-57. They'll be inbounding with the lead with 40.6 seconds to go in front of their own bench. It's a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. As this one's coming down to the wire. LCU's next contest, they'll be home after today. Next Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday, they'll be hosting Texas Women University, and the Pioneers heading to the Rip Griffin Center for a 5:30 contest. Don't forget, later here on Double T, LCU's men will face Oklahoma Panhandle State with a 5 o'clock tip from the Rip Griffin Center. LCU inbounds it all the way to the backcourt to Chitsey. Chitsey needs to get rid of it. And a timeout has been called by Steve Gomez, wisely helping out Chitsey by calling that timeout. 31.8 seconds to go. Shot clock's at 22. Game clock again at 31.8. As LCU will be inbounding with a 58-57 lead. LCU shooting 46% from the field, shooting 54.5% in the second half. But Central Oklahoma has been taking advantage of second chance opportunities with 13 offensive rebounds. So here we go, Cunya's inbounding just to our left. Gets it in to Juliana Robertson. Robertson on the dribble. Gives it to Schulte. 13 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. LCU, Schulte. And there's going to be a hand check, sending Schulte to the line. Schulte going to the free throw line with a 1-point advantage, 20.2 seconds to go. She's 1 of 2 in this game from the free throw line. First free throw in and out. It will not go. Schulte's got one more. Shot clock is turned off. The second is good. And a timeout has been called for Central Oklahoma as they advance it. 20 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. UCO, they're not leading, but they have to like where they're at because the 3-point shot has been helping them here this afternoon. Let's see, in this game they have 7 3-pointers. Bryson's 2 of 5. Haynes is 2 of 7. And even the ones that have missed have been in and out. So it's a 2-point game, LCU leading, but one 3-pointer could erase that for the Broncos. In this game, I believe we've had 6 lead changes. And remember, it was Central Oklahoma at the half who had the lead for 27 seconds, but led at the half. LCU's led in this game for 30 minutes, but it could be erased here. The inbound on the far sideline, Pooley will inbound. On the left side, it's put in the left corner to Haynes. Haynes is driving, it's kicked out for an open 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Second, there's a foul. And they are going to the line with 8.5 seconds left. And that foul is on Cunya's. Pooley had an open look, but couldn't hit it. First free throw is good by Johnson. She's with 11 points. To tie it, it's good. So LCU calls the timeout. Johnson's got 12 points. We're tied 59-59, and LCU will inbound in front of their own bench with 8.5 seconds to go. Remember, Central Oklahoma earlier this season playing a double overtime contest against Southern Nazarene, and that was the good indication that LCU was going to play 2 opponents that were pretty much going to be the same caliber. And knew they were going to have some tightly played games. Saw it yesterday in a game Southern Nazarene led for 25 minutes. But LCU was victorious 56-47. Cunya's will inbound. We're tied with 8.5 seconds to go. Ball inbounded to Schulte. Schulte kicking it out. Duncan up top. Chitsey for three. It's no good. And the horn will sound, and we are going to overtime here in San Antonio. The weather's so nice, we're going to stick around some more. It's 59-59. We'll take an unformatted 1-minute break and come back for the overtime frame here in San Antonio. You're listening to it on Double T 97.3. Well, Lubbock Christian University had a 9-point lead in the first half. Wasn't good enough. 8-point lead in the first quarter. Wasn't good enough. 4-point lead in the third quarter. Wasn't good enough. 5-point lead in the fourth quarter. Wasn't good enough. UCO and LCU are tied 59-59. We'll have an opening jump to open up overtime. UCO has the opening jump, and LCU will have the first arrow. UCO on the left side, they go left to right again, just as they close the half. Right elbow, ball lofted right side. Sent up top. Lobbed underneath the shot off the glass, and it's an and one. If that's on Chitsey, that's her fifth. That could spell trouble. That is the fifth for Maddie Chitsey. So Chitsey is fouled out. Emma Middleton's going to check in. That changes things. So at the line is Johnson for the and one. And she makes it. 15 points for Johnson. LCU trails by 3. It'll start the overtime. Cunus. Cross-court pass to Duncan. Duncan reverse layup is good. Ashton Duncan had the first LCU points. First half, second half, now in overtime. She's got 9. Backdoor play, they turn it over. LCU will have it. Trailing by 1. Schulte up the floor. Schulte coming around a screen. Gets to the Middleton. Middleton back to Schulte. Schulte forces it up from the right side, won't go, and it's going to be, they're going to say it was off of LCU. UCO gets it back up 1, 3:41 left in overtime. Central Oklahoma getting it up top, work to the near side. Bryson wide open, doesn't take the three-point shot. Haynes will. It's no good. Middleton gets the rebound. Middleton will give it to Schulte. Closing in on 3 minutes to go in overtime. Schulte drops it off for Duncan. Duncan slips it to Middleton. And Middleton is fouled from behind by Bryson. Are they going to say she was passing or shooting? So they're going to say Emma is shooting. Well, unless that's the one thing I'm not sure is that these fouls do carry over. Apparently they do. Middleton making the first free throw. That ties it at 62-62. Middleton misses the second. She has 3 points off from the line, and she's unable to give LCU the lead. We're tied again for a 9th time in this game. We had 9 lead changes as well. Pull-up jumper won't go. Offensive rebound put back. It's blocked by Middleton. Loose ball picked up by Schulte. And a lot of sweat on the floor as players are falling down. They may need to fix that during a stoppage. Duncan for 3, no good. And Central Oklahoma getting the ball up the floor. Left side, Haynes trying to go baseline, sealed off, drops it back, it's put inside. Kicked out. LCU wanted a 3-second call, they don't get it. Jump shot won't go, Schulte the rebound. 1:45 to go. We're tied 62-62. Conyers into the front court. Conyers wanting to take it on the right side, cannot. Conyers drives and draws a foul. And Conyers going to the line. Conyers will have 2. The foul is on Johnson, her 4th. Conyers' first free throw is good. She's got 12. The second is good. 13 now for Conyers. LCU leads 64-62, their first lead of the overtime frame. Ball forced inside, the shot at a foul is called. It's a good foul on Ashton Duncan. That's her first. Trying to force Johnson to make these free throws with 1:09 left. She makes the first. Johnson with 16 points. She came in this game averaging 12 a contest. She misses the second. LCU with the basketball on a 1-point lead. Feel like we've been here before. 1:03 left in overtime. Wish we had shooting percentages went up by, a 1 possession to make a 2 possession, because it wouldn't be good for LCU. Schulte trying to go back door. Middleton has it. The shot won't go. Here comes UCO with the basketball. 38 seconds to go. It's a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Trailing by 1. Out on the right side, fed inside. Open shot, no good. Middleton has the rebound. And a timeout has been called by Steve Gomez with 24 seconds to go. And LCU leading 64-63. We will keep it right here. Boy, McKenna Pulley had an open shot from around the right elbow. The senior from Newkirk, Oklahoma, was unable to drain the shot it would have given the Broncos the lead. As this game providing entertainment for St. Mary's and Southern Nazarene faithful who are awaiting that contest, which follows here inside Bill Greehey Arena. But LCU trying to get an overtime victory. They lead 64-63. Yeah, when I'm off the air, that's what I'm going to be counting, going through the stats, is how many missed shots LCU has had trying to put the game from a one-possession game to a two-possession game. They've just not shot well when they've had the lead. LCU does not have a field goal in the last 3:49. UCO does not have a field goal in the last 4:09. 24 seconds to go here in overtime. And don't forget, Maddie Chitsey, LCU's leading scorer, has fouled out in this contest. Do we have a timeout or do we have a 5-second count? Looks like we have a timeout called by LCU. That was close. That was close. So we pause again with 24 seconds to go. Here in overtime, Central Oklahoma is 1 of 6 from the field. LCU is 1 of 4 from the field. Overall in the contest, LCU 43.4%, Central Oklahoma is 33.3%. Ball into Schulte. So they do get it in. Kanyas has it right side. And Kanyas is fouled by Bryson. She's going to go to the line with 16.5. Kanyas has already gone to the line once here in overtime. Gets the first to go off the front of the rim and in. She makes them both. And timeout has been called by University of Central Oklahoma. Boy, these teams should meet more often. Crazy to think, and I went over the geography earlier. Central Oklahoma, they're set in Edmond, Oklahoma. I mean, just up the road from Oklahoma Christian. When I attended classes at Oklahoma Christian, I had to take sports reporting at University of Central Oklahoma. So I've made that commute numerous times. It's just down the road. But yet, as LCU was conference foes all these years with Oklahoma Christian, they have only played University of Central Oklahoma once. That one time was December 2nd of 2000, and that game was played in Lawton, Oklahoma. It was Jimmy Moore was the head coach of the Lady Shaps back that 2000 season. 16.5 seconds to go, Central Oklahoma. Trying to tie it up. Three-point shot on the way, and that one's no good. LCU the rebound. And fouled on the play, I believe it was Kanyas. This is unreal for Kanyas. She's matched a career high again. 3 of the last 4 games, she has 9 rebounds. 5'6". First free throw is good. Makes it a 4-point game with 5.7 left. She makes them both. 17 for Kanyas. But clutch free throws overcome some bad turnovers. But 9 for 9, there it is for Conyers. A stat that I threw out for Schulte. No player had gone better than 8 of 8 from the line for LCU without a miss since Hampton's 14 of 14 performance back in that 2013 season. 6 players had gone 8 for 8. Nobody had done better and stayed perfect intact. Conyers did to make it a 68-63 game. 3-point shot on the way. That one's no good. LCU the rebound. And the horn sounds, and LCU survives. Boy, it's going to be tough for Central Oklahoma. 2 losses this season have been in overtime. 68-63. The final. And we'll be awaiting Steve Gomez to join us here courtside. LCU outscores UCO 9-4. That was after UCO had the opening 3 points of the overtime on a 3-point play by Kelsey Johnson, which that resulted in Maddie Chitsey fouling out. It wasn't